Get to the car lot. The guys I use will be on the second floor, waiting. Do the deal for the C4. Make the switch and get out.
Right everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Driver 2. This is Slow, and this is the last video for Vegas, which is pretty great I assume. Unfortunately this doesn't attribute well to a good video because these two missions don't have, well, this mission anyway doesn't really have a good objective other than get from point A to point B without a tail. Now the very first thing you do with a mission where you get supposed to arrive with no tail is to pick up a tail. Just for the sake of it. The target area isn't particularly tricky to find either. And if I believe correctly that despite the designation of arrive without a tail, that the cops disappear anyway when you get close enough. Confuses really because this is approaching the last quarter of the game and the difficulty level of this mission doesn't seem to reflect that very well. Despite the lack of arrow at that particular target area, this is where we are meant to be.
Yeah, I know. Kane should have told me he was using someone new. Deal's on. Deal's on. Unless you want to take this up with Jericho. The money? The bag.
I find it strange how they say to arrive with no tail and the police show up anyway.
Head out to the yard. No cops. Use the keys to get you in. Plant the C4 on the tankers and then get out of there. Hold up your end, and we'll be hitting Vasquez base by nightfall.
And here we go with the very last mission. The first thing that happens is that if you notice on the minimap there are two cops already there, so you're pretty much going to have to shake these guys for the duration of the mission. The time limit for this mission is pretty strict and doesn't give much room for error, so this is more fitting of a tier 3 mission than what we just had to do. Although the nature of the roads of Vegas are still working on our favour, and the loading times aren't. I believe Vegas suffers from the loading times a lot more than any other city in the game. That might be due to the sheer size of the place, but I'm not actually sure which is the largest city in the game. Probably is Vegas because of the massive stretches of road, but I could be wrong. And another pause. Wow. Never knew Vegas was so prone to this kind of thing. Okay, we are now approaching the final objective, and we have to on-foot some of this. And if you're aware of the tricky on-foot controls, you'll know what we're about to get ourselves into. So we need to get out, and we have to use an action button to open a door, which is fair enough. And then we need to plant the bombs in a very specific order. And as soon as you set the first one, the timer goes to 15 seconds, which is not much time. Also beeps. Freaking beeping sounds, I thought I got rid of them. It's the car bomb. And now we get an explosion so powerful, it causes the vehicle to warp into the wall. Until next time, this has been Slow. Farewell.